дорогие друзья, с вами по-прежнему Ники88, ночной стримчик где-то на полчасика. И у нас, ребята, новая игрушечка, но она не совсем новая, Shapeshifting Detective. Это игра с видеовставками, интерактивное кинцо, очередное на моем канале. Давайте посмотрим, что же здесь будет происходить. Где-то, как я уже сказал, заходик ночной на полчасика коротенький. Вот, хотя бы поглядим, что же здесь будет. Надеюсь, здесь ничего такого 18+, не будет пока, во всяком случае.
You're listening to Radio August, Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
It's 5 o'clock and I'm Alice Monroe with your August update. August police are appealing for information following the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw's body was discovered last night. Chief Dupont is calling the crime a violent and despicable act. Anyone with information about the murder is urged to get in touch via the department's confidential tip hotline. It's horrible, Poe.
Indeed it is.
You need to learn when to keep your mouth shut.
Так, и...
Exactly. Rewind.
Не понял. Что за бред?
You're listening to Radio August, Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
It's 5 o'clock and I'm Alice Monroe with your August update. August police are appealing for information following the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw's body was discovered last night. Chief Dupont is calling the crime a violent and despicable act. Anyone with information about the murder is urged to get in touch via the department's confidential tip hotline. It's horrible, Poe.
Indeed it is.
You need to learn when to keep your mouth shut. You know why you're here, don't you?
А если отвечу нет?
The dead girl. And this. What exactly were you thinking? You have one job. Don't get caught. Do you think you can do that this time?
Ну окей.
It's a rhetorical question. You're going to a town called August. Find Chief Dupont. He's gonna think you're someone else. This person. This is who you are now. Understood? Splendid.
Ничего мне не понятно.
If someone so much as sniffs that you're different, you'll be deprecated.
Понятно.
Deprecated. We expect you to use your ability. Just don't get caught. And never, ever change into a child.
In brighter news, August resident Mia French is celebrating the return of her missing pooch, Barley. The 8-month-old Basset Hound puppy was found outside Daryl's chicken and ribs.
And that's 5 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
I'm Violet. Welcome to the guest house. There are some rules. In particular, no shoes in the guest house. The carpets are priceless. Now, how long are you staying for? Yes, the chief said it may be a while. I can see you don't mind getting your hands dirty, though. There's not been many visitors of late. Perhaps the murder will bring some tourists in. It's just you and some tarot readers at the moment. It's deathly quiet. Yes, the murder. You haven't spoken to the chief yet, have you? Chief Dupont. He's the one who booked the room for you. You look lost. You should probably go and speak to the chief. Your room is just down the hall, last on the left. It has its own back door. The chief said that's the way you'd like it.
Just finishing. You don't believe?
Верю, не верю. Нет.
That's okay. Sometimes life is just a stream of coincidences. Hi, I'm Bronwyn. Pleased to meet you, Sam. If you'd like a reading. So, what's your question, Sam? The Fool. I'm going to see a lot more of you, aren't I, Sam? Well, enjoy the journey. But remember, not everything is winnable. I'm in room 1 and that's down the hall. Lorraine's in 2, Lexi's in 3. And which room are you in, Sam? Mysterious. But I know you're in room 4, Sam. Don't do anything I wouldn't do in there.
Beyond the wall were many distant pinpricks of white, the lights of the city. It was cold. The room gave turned to face me. Run or die, the door gave way from the stumbling push, and there was a long expanse of the room. Footsteps echoed on wood. The spinal nightmare. A cold gaze grasped at my back. The air was thickened mud. Limbs slowed.
Good, you got my message. Chief Inspector Dupont. I wasn't sure you'd come, but I suppose you're between jobs? Well, we both know that's not true. But I like it. Sam, that's your cover now. So, the job. Dorota Shaw, 21, accomplished cellist, redhead. Strangled. I know who did it, but I need proof. It's the tarot readers. Yes. Keep up, Sam. That's the girl who was murdered? Because they predicted it. The older one, Bronwyn, she came into my office last night talking all crazy and saying Dorota was in trouble. I did my best not to lock her up. It all sounded crazy to me. Tarot, the spirit world, cards that move, trans-dimensional thingamajigs. To be honest, I thought she'd probably been smoking something, and that's why I didn't take it seriously. Because things, I don't have enough on her, that's where you come in. The free guest house stay isn't free. I need you to work the case and report back to me. Find out things from the inside. Can you do it? Okay. I'll be telling everyone that you've been hired by the Shaws because obviously local law enforcement is either too incompetent or too overworked to solve anything. That gives you a license to talk to people, but only notionally. Don't actually touch people or annoy them. You don't have any real authority, understand? But you help me out, I'll help you. Do I have to spell it out? I'll make your problem go away, or at least sink it to the bottom of a pile of paperwork. Your old town? The problem? Come and find me when you're settled. This is Second Chance Sunday for you, Sam. Don't blow it. What do you want to know? She was a cellist, selected for a scholarship at Juilliard. It was in the local paper. I'm more of a Bon Jovi fan myself. Don't read the paper, do you? Yesterday, Monday the 9th at approximately 9 p.m, according to the coroner, we got a call from the mother just after 10 p.m. In her bedroom, she was naked, strangled. No signs of sexual activity of any kind. It was a weird scene to look at. There was one thing, but it's strictly between you and me. Dorota had a gold coin in her mouth. I'm being serious now, Sam. Not a word of this. It's the one thing only the killer would know. All here runs the local guest house. Lovely lady. Where are you going with this, Sam? What's she told you? She told you she's taking pills, didn't she? Let me handle Violet. She didn't kill anyone. Not much. Perhaps you should do some investigating? Do I have an alibi for last night? Do I? Okay. I was here, and there are video monitors that will prove it. Thanks for ruling me out, genius. Not much. Perhaps you should do some investigating?
A new life with the bag lady's worm inside my brain.
Okay.
Small talk with the servers at the restaurant. Not this one. The worm had to be told incessantly. Not these ones.
I assume you've been to see Chief DuPont already? Not really. I'm sure she was a precious lamb, though. Yes, a lamb. Young. Innocent. Lambs get slaughtered, though, don't they? Nice, yes, that's a good description. Actually, I thought she was a bit slutty, to be honest. Sorry. I'm gossiping. I don't want to talk ill of the dead. Ask her boyfriend. Oscar lives at the vicarage next to the church. Don't tell him I sent you, though. I'm sure he's sick of seeing people already. They're tarot readers. I'm thinking of asking them to leave, actually. Because they may have killed someone. It's not great for my reputation, is it? Stay at Violet's, the home of killers and hobos. I'm sorry, it's a derogatory word, isn't it? But strange people seem to gravitate towards this guest house, Sam. I think I'll get the sign changed. It's the strangest thing. I honestly don't remember. But I imagine I was here or getting groceries somewhere. I've driven by it. Never actually been in it.
Так, не будем его подставлять, поэтому...
True in a way.
Sam, is it? I'm sensing you're not here for a reading. Chief DuPont thinks I did it. I'm hoping you'll convince him otherwise. I didn't. We've only been here 2 days. I understand it's suspicious me being a stranger in town, but it's the truth. We saw danger in the cards and we tried to stop it. Trust me, Sam, we're on the same team. We saw it in the cards, not images, feelings, impressions. Tarot can be very powerful. Not these cards. They only tell us what they want us to know. In my room, reading, I found a trashy romance novel under the bed. I'm assuming it's Violet's. It's all swooning heroines and brooding vampire Casanovas. Thank God Lexi saved me. She came to my room to chat for a little while. That was around 9, I think. You can ask her. I said the book was trashy. Look at this place. If her guest house is anything to go by, Violet's the opposite of trashy.
Perhaps Robin has a willingness or wish to reconnect with her.
Oh, hi. Sam, is it? Come on in. Make yourself at home. Mi casa es su casa. Come on. I don't know anyone in this town, except for Bronwyn and Rain, obviously, and Violet, and the Chief, and now you. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous. Good old-fashioned fortune-telling. Well, kind of. We drew a card each and smushed them all together. Do you know what the most dangerous tarot card is? Everybody thinks that. It's such a cliche. The death card doesn't even mean death. Most of the time. The Five of Swords. I think so anyway. There's nothing more dangerous than someone taking whatever they want no matter the cost. Yeah, I did. Rain got the Knight of Wands, that's Dorota, and Bronwyn got the Ten of Swords, which is, well, you know, swords in general are bad. She's like my big sister, so pretty well. No. The cards told us to. Well, the cards in Rain. Tarot gives us a rough direction and he narrows it down with some astrological jiggery-pokery. He's basically a walking esoteric library. And if that sounds dull, let me reassure you, it is. No? Well, yeah. Well, no. We have a job to do. I didn't say job. I said job. Okay. We make a cheese obelisk, a chob, and depending on the shape of that chob, we get different answers to questions.
Что за дичь?
No, you don't. I was in my room all night with Bronwyn. We were painting our nails.
Так, а Бронвин сказала, что
You're
она
not
читала.
Bronwyn. We were together.
Подожди.
Not together. That sounded kinkier than I meant it to.
Понятно.
Was to never hit the ground. There's a blue steel dumpster at the back of the dreamed home for a while. Woke up one morning to find Tenzin.
You must be a new guest. Or you're burglaring us. I'm Rain, by the way. Pleased to meet you, Sam. Enjoy your stay. The hot water goes off at 9, by the way, so it's cold showers from there on in. It really bugs me. I didn't know her. I know she was called Dorota Shaw. She was young, had red hair, a talented musician. No, not at all. You're completely barking up the wrong tree there. Spoken like the true killer, posing as a detective, tried to frame someone else for the murder. I was in my room, praying, actually. I don't believe in God, but I was still praying. It didn't work. My prayer, that the girl would be safe. We did a reading. A group reading, actually, with a special tarot deck. The three of us get together and read the same cards. Bronwyn says it makes the whole thing stronger or more powerful or something, but I'm pretty sure I'd get the same answers just on my own. Mercury, it's not exactly from here. With a normal tarot deck, you'd have the question, so you'd be the querent. With Mercury, it gives you the question and the answer. The cards themselves kind of change. It's a special deck. I don't have it at the moment. Bronwyn has it.
Correct. What do you think?
Well, it's quite heavy, and it feels like...
Mercury? Sure. I'll just get it. It feels a bit sacrilegious just spreading it out to show you. It doesn't really answer questions, it more asks them. Do you want it to ask you a question, Sam? It wants to know if you're happy being the person you are now. Mercury doesn't agree. In fact, if anything, and I could be wrong, it's suggesting that you're not even the person you're saying you are now. I've only had that reading once before.
But when used correctly in a pair, it's feng shui. It's 6 o'clock and you're listening to Radio August. Police investigating the murder of Dorota Shaw are appealing to the community to help catch her killer. The body of 21-year-old Miss Shaw, an accomplished cellist, was found in her home last night. Police are describing the murder as a violent and despicable act. Monroe?
It's just terrible. Meanwhile, out of respect for the victim and her family, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced shortly, so do stay tuned to Radio August for updates.
I heard Dorota Shaw was due to play this weekend.
At the Tulip Festival?
Indeed. I understand why they'd want to postpone it. Tonight the weather will be mostly dry and warm, but be on the lookout for dark clouds on the horizon, as there may be scattered showers. Best take an umbrella, Monroe, so you don't get wet.
I like getting wet. That's 6 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Мне нравится промокать, не понял.
There simply was no denying.
Pains me to think that I was even on the list, but I'm ruled out because we have video footage of me in the station at the time of the murder. Rain says he was praying in his room, alone. Nobody corroborates. Bronwyn and Lexi say they were in the same room last night. Shame they can't agree which one. The tarot readers have mentioned a job. We don't know what. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, and you found out she's taking pills. Perhaps they're related. That's it.
I even went for a drive. I could just run and, God forgive me, leave her there to be someone else's problem.
Find somewhere safe to transition. You're not a superhero.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
Hello, I'm Rain. I'm Rain. Okay.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
Cautiously walked back towards a body that lay unnaturally twisted.
What's up, Lexi? I'm sensing something's on your mind.
I'm worried about our alibi.
Don't worry about that. We don't have anything to hide. I'm more worried about Ray. Since when did he start praying?
You think he's lying? You think he's lying?
Of course not. This is Rain we're talking about. I was just saying it's odd, that's all. Maybe he's found God?
I took a deep breath and lowered myself to the ground.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
Miss, are you okay?
Ron, are you okay?
I'm not okay. I'm okay. I'm not okay. I'm okay. I'm not.
Well, if you're worried, I should be worried. Why are you worried? Should I be worried?
Are you worried?
Only if you are. This could go on in circles for a while. Let's just keep cool and stay in our rooms.
I looked her over. Her face was partially covered in bloody hair.
Bron, something doesn't feel right. I don't know what exactly, but it's not right.
Thoughts on...
Well, it's hard to say with just one victim. Musical talent, red hair. If there's another, there will be a pattern. Do you think it's another right?
A right?
As in the same thing we were chasing after in Birmingham? I suppose it doesn't really matter. Just have to try and stop it.
Stop it? Stop it? Birmingham?
The Traveller? Dead girls? Ring any bells?
Traveller?
Bron, you're acting weird. Are you still you?
Of course.
Stop freaking me out. It's not cool in this current climate.
Rising, her eyes didn't blink, and she no longer gripped my hand. I was gripping hers. I knew she was dead, but I still clung to her hand.
Is there something I can help with, Miss Castle?
I hope we're not being too much.
It's very brave of you to tell the chief that Dorota will be murdered and then stick around afterwards. I'd have run for sure.
You strike me as someone braver than that. Why would I run?
You're prime suspect, aren't you? You look strong enough to strangle another woman. Even if you're innocent, a jury would probably convict you.
Even if I'm innocent? Even if I'm...
My mind's not made up. I just don't understand why you'd broadcast your victim before you did it.
I was safe at home. My immediate reaction...
Hello, I'm Rain. I'm Rain. Okay.
Garage and flipped on the lights. I fell down in the doorway and cried. My car was there.
Have you met the new detective yet? We're basically under 24-hour surveillance now.
Do you think Sam's
Onto what exactly?
the real reason we're here? The real reason we're here? What we did? Our role?
We just predicted murder. It's a prophecy, not a to-do list. I don't want to look like we're hiding something, but at the same time...
We're hiding something?
We're being cautious. We said one thing to the chief and look where that got us now. I don't think August is ready for any more strange.
Moment since I'd made the call. There was no way they made...
Rain, I'm so worried about Bronwyn. What are we going to do?
Why are you worried?
The chief thinks she killed Dorota.
Maybe she did.
That's not even funny, Rain. Brom is the least murdery person we know. But okay, let's say she did do it. What possible reason could she have for killing Dorota?
Psychopathic crime of passion?
Maybe. Maybe Bronwyn and Dorota were secretly lovers, and Bronwyn found out that Dorota was seeing someone else and killed her in a jealous fit of rage. Or maybe that's just another one of your twisted late night fantasies, in which case, leave me out of it.
Welcome to Poe's Curiosity Shop. What's this object? What do you think?
Well,
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
Hello, I'm Rain. I'm Rain. Okay.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
Lion dog statue.
with wings.
Something's weird, isn't it? Ron seems strange today.
How are you?
Do you think Dorota was planning on marrying Oscar?
What makes you say that?
Well, nothing. It was just something I thought I saw. It doesn't matter.
Odds against evil.
Oh, wow.
Hello, Lexi. What can I do for you?
Please don't ask us to leave. The police want alibis from everyone for life.
Well, I don't have one. I literally can't remember what I was doing.
Please don't ask.
Have you been speaking to Sam? You're safe for the minute.
That sounds ominous.
If one of your crew did murder Dorota, you can't really stay here, can you?
The pasty roll of fat that bulged over the face of the machine secretly pleased her. It was her own little fat roll. Look how big she'd grown.
Можно сохраниться.
Wasn't she looking well? Part of her wanted to keep it, but she couldn't, not with how it mocked her. See, it said, Mother was right. She starved herself. She'd done it before. She could do it again.
I take clozapine. I think they're for anxiety. I'm a very anxious person. I don't know, Dr. Sam, you tell me.
Need to stay thin. Now, without Mother, Penn failed. Small square cheese because she was weak. Biscuits and ate it in her bedroom like she was 13 again. It wasn't her fault. It was too hard. The gnawing emptiness. All this proved one thing. Penn still needed her mother. The first appointment at the clinic cost most of Mother's jewelry. Then there was the vessel to pay for. That cost Penn her books and a few items of clothing. Even so,
Welcome to Poe's Curiosity Shop.
Все,
what do we
тогда
have
всем
here?
спасибо, всем
Well,
спокойной
this
ночи.
is certainly interesting.
До новых встреч.
This,
Пока-пока.
I would say you have to hold with two hands. And so I'd